Call him! Bring him to me!
So The Rock wanted control of the DCEU. Now, one thing about when Henry Cavill had that issue, that big old problem of being able to announce that he was coming back as Superman, but then they said, no, we're actually going to go in a different direction. People was all like, oh, it's The Rock's fault. The Rock brought him back. But people say, oh, he was, you know, some articles were saying they used him as a pawn. You know, The Rock wanted control of the DCEU. He wanted control of that. There were murmurings about that. But now we have an article that says that he did make a bid to run the DCEU. So before I jump on this, because I know certain people that, oh, it's his ego and this and that. Look, all of these successful men have an ego. It's when an ego becomes overbearing and when it controls your judgment and messes up your judgment, and you stab people in the back and you're doing all these dirty things because you're a narcissist or, you know, you've got a problem mentally. Who says that him being in control of the DCEU would not have been good? I'm going to play devil's advocate on this because, I mean, he's the most popular movie star in the world. He is money, and he's not without his faults. But I'm just thinking, because on my side, I went to see Black Adam. While Black Adam was not a major blockbuster, I personally enjoyed it. Okay, the villain was a little too satanic for me, but, and he wore it right on his chest. So I was like, all right, that's a little too much. Little bit too much. But I enjoyed the film. I liked it. The look, the feel, the way he acted as Black Adam. Could we have used the hair? Yes. Could we have used the ears? Yes. Could we have used the accent? Yes. But overall, I had a good time in the movie. Not all of Marvel's movies have been, you know, super blockbusters. So we know Marvel has had some good time movies that were kind of average or a little bit above average, correct? All right then. So who says he didn't have a great idea or ideas for the DCEU? Now let me check out this on Batman News. So it says here, according to a new report, Dwayne Johnson did indeed look to change the hierarchy of power in the DC universe recently. Variety has released a new report detailing that Johnson had some big plans for himself and Henry Cavill as Superman. According to sources at Warner Bros. Discovery, Johnson pitched CEO David Zaslav on a multi-year plan that would have intertwined his Black Adam character with Cavill's Superman. The story would have finally resulted in a showdown between the characters a few years down the road. However, it seems that the way Johnson went about it didn't sit well with some of the executives at the studio, with him bypassing several people he could have or he should have spoken with first. Finally, Warner Bros. Pictures co-chairs Michael DeLuca and Pam Addy agreed to the Cavill cameo in Black Adam as a test of the idea. I fucking told y'all. I told y'all this shit was predicated on the success of Black Adam. With the film having grossed $391 million globally off a combined budget somewhere in the area of $235 million, and future relations with Johnson over Black Adam seem to have come to a close. The article goes on to mention that current DC Studios co-chairs James Gunn and Peter Safran are preparing a multi-year plan that the first parts will be announced soon. The degree of reset is still unknown for DCEU, but apparently Flash, Blue Beetle, Aquaman, and Gunn's own Peacemaker are not off the table and continuing story arcs. Gunn said we should expect some news in January. So that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. From what if it's true that he has in his contract that he can't lose a fight in a movie, he can only tie or win. Like, to me, in Fast 5, he lost that fight with Dom. I mean, I can consider it a stalemate if you want to. Dom had the upper hand and he could have killed him. But whatever. I don't know if he put that in his clause after that. Maybe it made him look a little weak losing to Dom, but whatever. So, I want to know what The Rock's plans were. I seriously would like to sit down and talk to him, but hey, listen, I know this didn't do as well as the studio wanted it to do. I liked it. I want to know, what were your future plans for this whole scenario? Because I assume that if the contract thing, I would probably ask him about this, but if he can't lose, he can only come to a stalemate with Superman, that'd be fine with me. I mean, he has magic over Superman. Superman's weak to that, so he could win, but also he could come to a stalemate. So I think this is very interesting. I personally would not have had a problem hearing The Rock is in control of the DCEU. I wouldn't have. I would have been optimistically skeptical. Skeptically optimistic. I'm like, you know what? Like when he came into Fast and Furious franchise, he took it up. He took it up. And Hobbs is still my favorite character that he's ever played. Still. So, it is what it is. We'll see what Safran and Gunn do. But I'm very cautious about this. And as you guys already know, I'm concerned about DCU and Marvel. I'm concerned about them both because the way that, y'all know, y'all understand, y'all know. So, all right, post comments down below. Let me know what you think. You think The Rock could have done better than Gunn and Safran? Because remember, a lot of y'all love Marvel franchise, but several of the movies are mediocre to slightly above mediocre, which is fine because mediocre means you had a good time. It's like it wasn't bad, I had a good time, but I wouldn't say it was spectacular. You know what I mean? 10 million subscribers. Woo.